You are finally here in the Republic of South Sudan, a beautiful place, evergreen place, always warm, quite conducive. South Sudan is host to the biggest swamp in the world.
Located in the Horn of Africa, the Republic of South Sudan is the world's newest economy. Bordered by the Democratic Republic of Congo and the Central African Republic in the west, Uganda and Kenya in the south, and Ethiopia in the east, the Republic of South Sudan is a land of expansive grassland, swamps and tropical rainforests across both banks of the White Nile. It is also the new gateway to businesses in both the Eastern and Central Africa regions and provides a large market for goods and services from both these economies. The signing of a comprehensive peace agreement between North and South Sudan in 2005 ushered a new era of political stability and economic development. The agreement also provided for a referendum on independence, in which 99% of Southern Sudanese voted to split from Sudan. And on the 9th July 2011, South Sudan became the world's newest nation. With the support of development partners, the government has put in place a deliberate and targeted policy to attract investments in the country through the improvement of the investment climate as a conducive element for fostering private sector-led growth.
The government has studied the economic atmosphere and has asked a lot of investors about the difficulties that they are facing, and a lot of them pointed out to the tedious process of going through registration. That's why they have established the one-stop shop for the investors. You come there, you do all your paperwork, you register, you get all the documents that are needed, you get the advice on all the potential of investments that are available in the country, and by the time you get out of the one-stop shop, you have a complete idea of what you want to do, you have already registered, and you're ready to go.
The first phase of the investment climate program, which started in 2007, focused on the fundamentals: investment laws, laws for business entry, a business registry, and a taxation law.
The Republic of South Sudan has a wonderful investment law, an investment law which is actually in the interest of the investor in terms of the conditions that are afforded to the investor, how to retrieve your profits, how you can get your profits out of the country. I think it's a very, very generous law that actually encourages an investor to put in his money.
At the moment, proceeds from the sale of oil account for approximately 90% of the government of South Sudan revenues. The oil and gas industry holds tremendous promise for the country. However, the sector also carries significant risks. An over-dependence on oil can restrain investment in other sectors of the economy, many of which can produce more jobs than oil.
We invite these investors to come to the other areas of investment which we have in South Sudan: land, agriculture, abundant water, mining, tourism attraction. We have a very nice places for tourism attraction in South Sudan.
Tourism is increasingly attracting regional and international investment, and returns on investment in the sector remain high across the African continent. If developed effectively and managed efficiently over time, tourism has the potential to accelerate economic growth and job creation in the Republic of South Sudan. South Sudan is home to one of the largest animal migration routes in the world, as well as having significant populations of classic safari animals. The famous White Nile crossing through South Sudan on its way to the Mediterranean Sea leaves in its wake a cross-section of breathtaking falls and rapids that will give any visitor a remarkable and unforgettable experience. Therefore, investment in tourism accommodation, tourism infrastructure such as airstrips and roads, trucking routes, diversification of tourism to include whitewater rafting, sport fishing, bird watching, elephant tracking, cultural tourism are a few of the opportunities in this sector. The Republic of South Sudan is a country with a very high potential for expanding and developing the agricultural sector, as 90% of its land is considered suitable for agriculture and 50% is prime agricultural land. The country has over 30 million hectares of arable land, with only 5% currently in use. In order to develop internationally competitive industries, the country is focusing its diversification efforts on high growth potential sectors, including infrastructure, tourism and hospitality, mining and petroleum. However, the country's diversification strategies does not preclude investment ventures falling outside these priority sectors.
The potential of South Sudan can never be unlocked. It can only be unlocked by the citizens themselves, using their hands, using their mental power, using their determination, using the land and the water to unlock the potential.
We have started from scratch way back with so much effort we have put in place. For other investors who are coming to invest in this country, I would like to reassure you that with the security, with the peace, and the effort from the government which is in place at the moment, the Republic of South Sudan is the destination for any other investor to come here.
The government of the Republic of South Sudan plans to develop the mining sector through public-private partnership. To encourage investors, the government offers security of tenure, over mineral rights, and a competitive and stable investment climate.
We are talking of gold, we are talking of diamonds, talking of nickel, you're talking of iron, and you can go on and on. These are proven resources that need to be exploited. And the way to exploit these resources for the benefit of the people of this country who have suffered so long, and for the benefit of the investors, it is to bring in technology and funding to exploit these resources.
Investing in social sectors such as health is one of South Sudan's top priority.
جنوب السودان هي دولة وليدة وناشئة والاستثمار فيها والأمن موجود فيها، وأنا بناشد كل المستثمرين الأجانب يستثمروا في جنوب السودان في كل الاستثمارات كل متاحة، أي شيء متاح في جنوب السودان والأمن موجود.
I can assure all our guests that South Sudan, and particularly Juba, which is the capital of this wonderful country, a post-conflict situation, I can guarantee as the foreign minister of this country that the security is assured, and in fact they will have a wonderful conference coming to a country that the Almighty God has given enormous resources.
The Republic of South Sudan is looking at a bright future with vast investment opportunities in all sectors of the economy. The youngest nation in the world is opening up to businesses and is offering a safe and profitable destination for your investment.
I want to assure you that if you invest, you come and invest in South Sudan, you will never go wrong, because the conditions have improved. You can easily register your company in 24 hours according to the improvement that have been done with the partners, of course. The World Bank did a lot of work through the IFC. Profit in South Sudan is like nowhere else. Reason being, this is where everything is marketable. Everything is being bought because we are not producing currently, and therefore both trading and productions are all lucrative in South Sudan, and therefore you got the chance to come and trade with us. Some of us started as no business people, we became SMEs, and now we are at medium level, and mind you, in the next 2 or 3 years we will be big companies, and therefore come and grow with us.